Hi, I'm Jocelyn,
Hi, I'm Shonda.
and we are co-owners and co-founders of Total Taboo Bath-N-Body Shop.
And we've decided actually to give you guys a peek of us behind the scenes.
And who we are.
And who we are. So get to know us edition of Total Taboo, the lesbian couple.
Behind the brand.
Yes, might have to edit that out. So we have some questions. So we're gonna answer some commonly asked questions that we get as a couple, so you guys can get to know us a little bit better. So first question, Jocelyn.
We always get, where are you from? I am from California, originally from the Bay Area. Last 20 years I lived in Sacramento. And where are you from?
I am actually from Huntsville, Alabama. I lived in Nashville for 7 years before I moved here in Georgia. I've been here for 3 years. But originally, I'm a Southern Belle.
And okay, so how long have you been a part of the LGBTQ plus community?
Oh my God, that's a good question. As long as I popped out of my mom's womb, let me say that. But to give you a concrete answer, 20 plus years, like I've always been a lesbian. So 20 plus years, yeah.
Okay. And for
You?
me, I officially came out about 10 years ago, but I had my first woman-on-woman experience when I was 21, so almost 30 years ago.
21, it was like old college days, huh?
Except I wasn't in college. But yeah, so almost 30 years ago, but I officially came out 10 years ago.
Came out 10 years ago. All right. How does it feel being out and proud?
It feels great, and you know I'm proud.
With all her rainbow stuff that
With
she
all
like to
my
wear.
rainbow
I'm
stuff.
like, I've never been into the rainbow stuff, but this one right here, when it's Pride time, y'all watch out in the store because she comes with all the things of rainbow.
All the things. But here's why I think I do that. I think for you as a mass presenting woman, people automatically look at you and assume, even if, you know, they assume that you're gay. For me, I can be hanging out with someone who's not mass presenting and no one would ever know the wiser. You know, they'd never be the wiser.
So it's a way for a feminine woman to say to the world, I'm gay. Is that what that is?
I think so. I don't necessarily do it for that purpose, but I think
She even got rainbow Converse, y'all.
I have rainbow lots of things.
Purses,
hats,
necklaces, earrings,
socks.
Like the whole shebang.
Everything.
So it's not for you to say, hey world, I'm a feminine lesbian. No, it's just...
No, I wear a lot of t-shirts though, just to show my, they're mostly equality, and they say, you know, human, everything, everyone's human, you know, or just basically advocating, but I don't, for that reason, it's not so much, but I only really put out my rainbow stuff during Pride Month and during Pride events, so I don't do it all the time. But in the house, even when it's just me and Shonda, you'll definitely know I'm gay.
Yeah, okay. Next question.
We get this all the time. How long have we been together?
Where do we meet, though?
Oh, that is the question that is
How did we
asked.
meet?
How did we meet? Well,
How do we meet, Jocelyn?
we met on TikTok.
TikTok, the new lesbian dating site.
Basically, yes.
But we wasn't intentionally, I can say and speak for me, and I think also for Jocelyn.
For me too.
We wasn't there looking for dating anyone. It was, you know.
I definitely wasn't. I know you really weren't either, but I know for a fact that I wasn't. And then you jumped in my DMs.
Yeah, after being single for 6 years, can y'all believe that? I jumped in her DMs. I mean, I had been dating and stuff too prior to Jocelyn, but
no commitment, right, for 6 years.
now I'm committed, y'all. How long we been together?
We have been officially together a year and a half. We met
I
next.
thought it was 2 years.
Well, we've been together for 2 years, but you didn't officially ask me to be your girlfriend till 6 months
Oh,
in.
so I've been knowing you for 2 years.
Right.
And
we
we've
met
been
in
together.
December. We officiated our relationship in June of 2021. So we're ending
That sounds
2022. Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds all right.
So, but in December, it will be an official 2 years of knowing each other and a year and a half of actually being in a relationship.
They said the 2-year mark is the hardest mark, y'all. So
It was like the 6-month mark, though.
what?
I'm just playing.
The 6-month mark?
Yeah, I was teasing that.
Whatever.
How long did it take for us to move in together?
How long did it take for us to move in together? So Jocelyn, of course, she was in California and I was here in Georgia. And Jocelyn, we would both fly back and forth. More so, Jocelyn flying here to Georgia to visit me because we both work from home. And you know, in my heart of hearts, I said this time I'm not gonna do the lesbian U-Haul thing. You know, I set it to a certain period of time to say, okay, we're gonna date and talk and converse long distance for this long, and if it works out, then we can look into, you know, moving in together type thing. As I thought I wasn't U-Hauling. So it took what, a year?
A year for us from meeting to living together, yes.
Yeah, and come to find out she bust my bubble the other night that she seen somewhere, there's no rules to this. My definition of U-Hauling is dating from 3 to 6 months and y'all moving in together. But obviously on the internet it was how long?
1 month to a year. So we actually fell into it right at the cusp.
So under certain circumstances we fell into the U-Haul lesbian thing with being a year. So I felt my, yeah. So I was supposed to say I felt myself. But no, that was just something like a check box of mine that I wanted to do. But everybody has their own. What is your, tell us in the comments below, what is your amount of time that is
Considered
U-Hauling? Yeah, so let us know in the comments.
Yes. And for me, honestly, U-Hauling wasn't my big thing. It was more of, I was never, ever, ever gonna leave California. Like, it was, nothing was gonna get me to leave California. Ever. My kids are there, grandbabies and such. So,
They said never say never.
exactly. I should have never said never, but I'm happy I'm here. Georgia is beautiful.
She fell in love with Georgia.
I did. I really did.
I don't know if she was more in love with Georgia or me, so, you know, still got a tally out on that.
Okay. So, what's our favorite thing to do together?
Our favorite thing to do together.
What do you think?
I would say it's traveling.
I would have to agree with you.
It's traveling because any other relationship that I've been in and I've been traveling with my said partner at the time, we always argue. It was never a good trip. Like, it was like we might as well would have stayed at home.
Right.
But it's easy. It's like a yin and yang thing here when we travel. So.
It really is. I've never traveled with someone. We traveled cross country for me to move here.
Oh, God.
But our very first trip was Las Vegas, and I learned then that she was a good travel companion because the littlest things that happened, like there were several things that happened, down to rental car troubles,
having to take the car back.
Right, those type of things.
It was my 40th birthday.
It was your 40th birthday. What else happened? Like there was just a couple things that happened that normally both of us were at this realization that this would have caused an argument if it were somebody else.
I remember when we realized that. Remember we went to Walmart and we was filling the cooler with ice. We was getting some food or something, and something happened
and stuff to put in our hotel room.
And we both was like, whew. That was like a close call because normally that would have ended up in an argument with somebody else.
And for no reason. But yeah, we did that. So then we've had several other trips where we've driven hours together. We shared the responsibilities. When we drove here, Shonda mapped everything out to, I would have never been able to do it. I would have just,
girl.
I can tell. I learned then. But like for me, I would have set the GPS and just stopped where I stopped, ended where I ended when I got to, right.
That won't work for me.
Okay, right. Well, she had it down to, which we needed to plan ahead and have, you know, places booked to stay so we weren't looking and going. Because I've been on a trip like that. It wasn't with a partner, but with family that we was trying to find somewhere to stay, driving cross country, and it was ridiculous because we were. Yeah, anyway.
So pretty much it was a 24-hour drive, and we broke it up into 8 hours, which it took us 3 days to get here. So we drove from Sacramento to Vegas, and then from Vegas to New Mexico, and from New Mexico to Texas, and from Texas to Georgia.
Right, and
all
so
8 hours.
Yes, and we didn't argue. We didn't. There were no issues, but it was all planned out perfectly, and she did do that. It definitely takes two. I did most of the driving.
Unfortunately.
But, yes, she couldn't do all the driving. But yes, so traveling together is our favorite thing to do together.
What's our next traveling trip?
Our next traveling trip? Well, we have two. We have
a few coming up.
We do. We have a small one coming up. We're going to a cabin with her best friend and partner. It's going to be amazing. That's just a few hours away.
We want to reset. I need a reset on life, y'all. We're going to the mountains.
Oh my God. And we've seen pictures of where we're staying, and it is amazing. I cannot wait.
Footage. I don't know yet.
Right.
Because I've been wanting to vlog, and it took us for the longest to even do this video. We need to just sit down and just do it because we need to relaunch our website. But anyway, neither here nor there. But I've been wanting to vlog, but I'm a live in the moment type of person. Like, I'm not walking around with my camera out just trying to capture every moment. Like, that's just not me.
Which we're trying to adjust to because of our small business. We need to, we just do things. I make so many products, and we do so many behind the scene things that we just do. And then we probably should have got that on footage.
Yes. And speaking of our small business, the next video that you're going to see from Total Taboo is how our business came about. So stay tuned for that. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification so you'll know the next time we upload a video. So you'll get to know more of behind the brand type thing.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. So what's the next question, girl?
The next question is, what is a fun fact about you?
A fun fact about me? Mm-hmm. I was asked this question my first day of work, and when I told everybody this fun fact, because I'm like, I don't know, this work, whatever. They was like, I probably wouldn't have said that, but I'm gonna say it today. I have never broken a bone in my body. And it was like, oh, you shouldn't have said that because now you're going to create bad luck. I'm like, y'all crazy. I got Jesus on my side. What's the fun fact about you?
Well, I had one that I was going to share, but I have broke bones. But a fun fact is that my birthday is the 19th. My dad's is the 18th, which is before my sister is the 18th. That's kind of fun. My dad's belated birthday gift.
A lot of Capricorn.
There's a lot of Capricorns. But I just think that's kind of a fun fact. 3 birthdays, my sister, my dad, and mine all within 2-day span. So
yeah, I get that.
Fun fact.
What's a fun fact about us?
Fun fact about us is that believe it or not, when you look at us, you might see a representation of the mask and the femme. But I am
she switched it up on me, y'all.
What did you think I was going to say?
I don't know. Go ahead.
The fun fact is that I am our do-it-all girl. I am the one who puts things together, hangs things on the walls, breaks out the drill, the leveler, measures.
She's Barbara the Builder.
I am Barbara the Builder. So that's a fun fact. People will look at us and think opposite, but I love doing those things.
She do all of that.
I do all of that.
And unfortunately, I can't do a lot of it right now anyway, but
even if she could, yeah.
I let her do it anyway because I ain't got time for that. Anybody got time to be reading instructions and stuff. She put my bed desk together. If you see my TikTok, if you know us from TikTok.
I put more than bed desks together.
Whatever. Next question.
Next question. We have a little cards here. What do you like to do with your independent alone time?
My independent alone time. What do I like to do? I like to prioritize my life. Try to get my life together, which is pretty much like self-care, I would say. That's like doing shopping lists or what I want to do the week ahead. Like on Sundays, it's like my self-care day. And I try to center myself and get my life together. As far as like a hobby though, it used to be working out and going to the gym. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to do that lately in my life. So I'm trying to figure that out now. But I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks, watch YouTube videos. I like to learn. I like knowledge. it's so much more. But you know, just giving you guys a little blanket answer. What about you?
I'm pretty boring.
We born together then.
We are. And there's nothing wrong with that. But in my time to myself, I love crafting. I've always loved crafting. Definitely. So
Barbara the Builder. Cindy the Crafter.
I wish I had more that I did that wasn't business related or crafting related, but mostly it's crafting. I've always loved crafting. So crafting, I have a game I play on my phone, but that's my time, me time. And yeah, that's it.
That's all you want to share with the people.
That's all I want to share with the people. No, my me time, since I'm away from my family, I like talking to them on the phone and FaceTiming and stuff like that. But that's really it.
Soon.
I sure will. Mm-hmm. But besides, regular self-care and whatnot, I have some things that I slipped away from that I need to get back into that I miss. But
and just a little hint for our next video, we're going to do how do we come up with the name Total Taboo for our Bath and Body Shop, and a lot of what she said about crafting and some of the things that I like to do comes into play with that. So it'll be real interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
But my biggest thing I used to do was craft. Like I would make
things. She made diaper cakes. She made tutus for her granddaughter.
Yes, I am definitely that person. So when something needs to be made, I am that person. But I used to make diaper cakes way back in the day when they were popular. I used to do Christmas
jars.
Christmas themed jars. I used to sell at pop-ups in the Sacramento
and she said
area.
She's boring. How is that boring if you like crafting and you're doing what you love to do?
Right. So when we we'll be moving soon enough, and we have a bigger space, I can get more into that so we have more room for it. But right now it's mostly business stuff. But I can tell you what, independent time, business time, my favorite thing to do is make product and package product. I love doing that. That's like something I love doing, but that's not just about me. That's, business even still.
Again, more to come.
With
that in the next video. Again, this video is just so you guys can get to know a little bit more about us. So.
Okay. So the next question we have is, why did we name the Bath and Body Shop Total Taboo?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
I think I kind of went into that just a few minutes ago. I'll let you answer the rest of
there's nothing to say other than check us out on our next video, which will give information on our logo, how we came up with Total Taboo, why we chose to not label our products as men and women's, and so on and so forth. You'll learn so much more about us.
Yes.
All right.
So stay tuned.
Subscribe, comment, like, and comment also.
Share too.
And don't forget to comment what you think is considered a U-Haul lesbian. We'll see you next time.